Hello, Gabe Heller here. My name is there at the bottom of the screen, underneath my wife's name, Sarah Heller. I am responsible for the artifice, and she is responsible for the art on this game that we wrote in December with Gamemaker Studio. And it took us 6 months to figure out how to capture it, because Gamemaker Studio allowed us to make a wonderful game, but boy does it interface poorly with Windows 10. Let's just say that, and we'll leave it at that for now, because it was very generous of them to allow us to use their otherwise software that costs some money for free for a very short period of time. Okay, so we made this game for the Yogscast Game Jam. But 400 games got made for the Yogscast Game Jam, so it got very little attention. I hope it is not because everyone thought it was a crappy game, but rather because there were 400 games and not enough people to look at them. That's what I'm hoping. But I guess judge for yourself. Here is a video of me playing the game. That's some wrapping paper. So the idea of the game is that you are a sentient piece of wrapping paper. And you're trying to wrap presents. But of course, you don't have access to a lot as a sentient piece of wrapping paper. You can change your shape. And you also have access to tape. Hold Shift to apply tape. So, let's get started. It's a cube. We're wrapping a cube. Let's see if we can wrap this cube. Well, we kind of wrapped it. That's the progress bar. Maybe if I use some tape... Hi, cat. Maybe if I use some tape, I will be able to do a better job of wrapping. There we go. It is somewhat wrapped. Let's try and wrap the other side. Oh. It's kind of coming through the wrapping paper there. How about... No? Well, no, not really. Let's look at it from a different angle. There we go. Okay. Maybe if we bring... Oh, hey, we wrapped it! Alrighty. Now we have a cylinder. This is a more tricky thing to wrap. I'm going to try and use all the same tape if I can, because you lose points for applying tape. Oh, it got wrapped. It's a little bit wrapped. So yeah, as you can see, the game is a little glitchy, but we wrote it in a weekend, and also we find it glitchy in a very endearing way. And I hope it's not just us, you know, because after all, we did write the game, and we have a soft spot for it, but maybe it's actually also a good game, or a fun game, if not actually a technically good game. So now we have a pentagonal box. I guess maybe a hat came in this box, maybe? Ah! Okay. Oh no, oh dear. The cone is glitchy. It's a cone. Hello, cone. I think maybe I will have trouble wrapping you like that. So let's just reload the cone with spacebar and yeah, there we go. Oh, let's. Let's try another angle. Oh, I see what's wrong there. We really want we want ourselves over here-ish. Also, I don't think we really want you taped there. I think there's a way to not remove tape precisely, but actually just detach tape. Come back! Okay, let's just try this again. Or maybe yet again? So one of the problems with the Gamemaker Studio is that it refuses, without like a lot of code that we didn't know about at the time when we actually had access to the program, to play the audio out of anything other than the speakers. So we're recording the sound over the air because it completely, by default, completely ignores Windows default sound settings in Windows 10. Yeah. Obviously, you know, if we still had access to the development tools, then maybe we could fix that. And, like, if there's interest, for certain, like, if people watch this video and are like, wow, that looks like a fun game, I would like to play that, then, you know, we'd be glad to spring for the thing and work on it some more. But, as it received almost no attention whatsoever, we don't really feel like we can possibly justify spending the cost of Gamemaker Studio on it. What is this? I forget even what this is. I think this is a dodecahedron. Let's try again. Maybe? Yeah, I think it is in fact a dodecahedron. So, we're going to try and wrap a dodecahedron. That got worse. Hello? Tape! I may have to apply some new tape. Hey, we wrapped it! Alrighty, it's the Washington Monument. Maybe it would be easier if we could get it to lay down on its side? Oh! It does not like to be on its side, the Washington Monument. It seems to be determined to hop away, with me attached to it. Indeed. In fact, oh no. Oh dear. Maybe we need a different angle on... Okay, reset quickly before I go off the screen. Okay. Hello? Oh no. Oh no. Disaster. Come back. Washington Monument, no! Let's try this again. I guess oh! Yeah! Actually, it's not too hard to wrap the Washington Monument, as it turns out. Okay, now we have a more differenter cube, but I think it may be... See... Oh! So, while it is not a... You know, very much like Totally Accurate Battle Simulator, it is not a actually totally accurate simulation of gift wrapping, but it perfectly captures the feeling of frustration that gift wrapping produces in anyone who is insufficiently skilled at this art, shall I say. And for that reason, we have a very fond spot for this game that we wrote in our hearts, and we hope that eventually other people might have such too. Maybe. So you'll notice the difficulty has increased. We are now on Nightmare difficulty, because that is the standard way that games use to, you know, get more content out of less content. Is you start over, but the game is harder. So that's what we did. You know, we're following Blizzard's example. Oh, hey! It may be a nightmare, but it wasn't all that hard. Okay, cylinder. There's room on this screen for the both of us, and I'm gonna prove it. No. Hello? Where even are you? Ah! Hey! Wrapped! If for some reason this is the future and this game has like been made into an actual game that people can like buy on Steam or something, and you are having trouble with this game, you should know that at least in this release, one of the things we did was make it so that it works differently when you drag an edge of the paper as opposed to a point on the paper. When you drag an edge, the entire edge moves as one, whereas when you drag a single thing, this is what happens. So, for moving it around, the edge is the thing you want. If you need to straighten yourself out after having wrapped a piece of paper, I mean, we on purpose did not put a reset in because we thought that would make the game too easy. But it is not too hard to reset. You do it by grabbing the edge and moving them around to where you want them to be. Aha! It is somewhat wrapped. Does this make it more wrapped? Yes! Yes! The wrapping is increasing. But something is wrong, and it is probably because this side is, like, completely unattached. Oh! Yeah, those... That was not actually taped to the... See, it's a 3D game being represented on a 2D screen, which has some inherent problems, one of which is that tape can stick to other things when you think it's sticking to the thing that you want it to stick to. Oh, this is the edge. There we go. Now let's just try that again. Alrighty. The cone is kind of taking off there. It doesn't seem to want to be wrapped at all. Oh no! Goodbye!
Warning, warning, this video is almost over. Warning, warning, it's time to choose another one. This has gone on far too long, time to wake up and sing along. Warning, warning, this video is over now.